Next up is Lea-Ann Berst, and she's a global marketer who heads up outsource project efforts at a local marketing consulting firm. But her hobby is making documentaries, of which she's working on her second documentary right now. Currently in the production phase, Lea-Ann and her daughter, Ashley Maria, are co-producing a feature documentary called Pioneers in Skirts. And Lea-Ann told me that they've been working on this film since 2012, and she's going to tell you a little bit about where it's going tonight. And her topic is Keep Calm and Pioneer.
So since Keep Calm started with World War II, so do I. And World War II happened to be a very important time for women in the workplace. Between 1940 and 1945, women in the workplace increased from 27 to 37%. They were very crucial for the war effort, but the amount of money that they earned did not reflect that, as you can see here. They earned 50% of what their male counterparts had earned. But soon after that, when the women went home after World War II ended, the women soon realized that, you know what, I can't go back to work. They had a whole bunch of cultural expectations of them. Going home, finding a man, getting married, settling down, raising kids. And the women who wanted to stay working and the women who wanted to go out and venture into the workplace, they found that they had a lot of obstacles to face. So the next thing that happened we talk about is what happens next with people like me. 30 years ago, I graduated. I had 2 college degrees. And when I graduated, I opened up the newspaper and I said, oh, those are the jobs that I want. But those are not the jobs I could apply for. And when I did apply for a job, I had to take a typing test. And this is the absolute truth. But times have changed, and don't you think? 30 years later, my daughter went into the workforce, and I did a pretty good job raising her, I think. And she's pretty confident. And is she getting that fair shake? It kind of appears that women are. But when you compare that to women are making 77 cents to the dollar today, and they have been doing that for the past 10 years, and that the fact that women of today, all women, no matter how old you are, women of today are saying, you know what? I want it all. I want what's called a work-life blend. I want to have the best of all worlds. I want to be able to have the best life at home and the best life at work. And so my daughter and I talked about that and said, well, Ashley, you're not having the best, are you? You're not getting a fair shake. Well, let's try and investigate that. And we turned that into a film called Pioneers in Skirts. Pioneers in Skirts is trying to help women have it all the best they can. We decided to put this into a movie format because, well, there's a lot of information out there for women to get ahead in their career. We've all seen it. But isn't it nice to consolidate it and have it there so that women can relate to it and relate to the people that are on the screen? And we're finding it very interesting, the way that we talk to all the people and the information we're finding. It's not everything that we're reading. We talk to a bunch of people. Some of them we call topic experts. They're the people who give us the facts and the figures. They're the ones who show us exactly what type of things we need to investigate. And then we talk to different people that we call real-life experts. Well, these real-life experts, they give us a really good idea of what's going on out there. They're both men and women. We interviewed them, we talked to them about what they're seeing, what they're experiencing, what they didn't like, what they liked, and we put that all on film. We also use that, again, to investigate where to go next. One of the things that we did was we read a lot of reports. One of the reports that just recently came out said that 52% of women that are in C-level played college sports. So we approached this lady, and most of you probably know who she is, at UNC Chapel Hill, and we got some pretty good insight. And she felt it was because people want somebody that's competitive and can work as a team. But we searched more, and we talked to this lady. She's a race car driver. Well, that's in her part-time. She actually runs a global group of people, engineers all over the world, and we asked her, how do you use what you learn, those non-technical skills, how do you use that to manage these people? And she tells us, and she showed us. But we are also very, very smart about interviewing the women who have made it. This is Kat Cole, the president of Cinnabon. But we've interviewed many women who are president and CEOs of their own companies. And they're telling us what it's like in the boardroom, what it's like to negotiate their salary, and what it's like to work with other women and other men. We also recognize the fact that it's very important to respect and know the women who paved the way. These are real-life Rosie the Riveters. We drove to West Virginia. They're all in their 90s, and we were so honored to meet them. And these women had absolutely no idea that they were pioneering. They had no idea. We met some really young women, and from these meetings, we find people to follow. We call these people our characters. And the one lady that everybody's looking at is Lily. We're following her to talk about that blend. She found out she was pregnant. We followed her during her pregnancy. She recently had her baby. This is Maddie and Sophia. We're following them. They're teenagers. We've been following them for almost a year now, and we're going to continue in January. They love STEM. They're competing in robotics competitions. Where are their lives going next? Are they going to stay with STEM? We don't know. We're following my daughter, Ashley. That's a picture of her on set. She's been through a lot. She works in an industry where it's mostly male-dominated. It's pretty hard on her. And her voice is in this film. It's important to me, and it's important to her to have her voice shown. It's important to us to show the voice of a lot of different women. So what we're going to do next, we're looking for women that have reinvented themselves. There's a lot of you out there. You're over 50, usually. You've paid your dues, and now you're ready to do something different. A lot of women over 50, sometimes over 40, are looking for a new job, a new life. They quit their corporate jobs. We're also going to the rodeo. We're going to be going probably in February to the Houston Rodeo. We're trying to raise the money to do that. And we're going to be following a young lady that's in her 20s. And we're going to talk to her and say, okay, you've been competing your whole life. Look how tough she is. How is this helping you with what you're doing in your life, in your career, and the decisions that you're making? Is this helping at all? And we're also going to be doing what we call is an expert roundup. We're going to make sure that we have talked to the right people so that we can enhance that story that we're trying to say. We've talked to a lot of people since 2012. We have a lot more in 2015. I invite everybody here to visit our website, which is pioneersinskirts.com, super easy to remember. Go there and check us out. You'll hear more than these 20-second slides, and you'll also be able to see what we've been doing. Thank you.